Hi everyone, my name's George Farmer, also known as the Aquascaper, and I'm here to talk about my latest Aquascape, a natural aquario 65cm. So the actual tank measures 65cm left to right, 40cm up and down, and 40cm front to back. This is a great size aquarium. I love this. It's small enough to maintain quite easily. It's small enough to stock, with plants and fish without spending too much money, and it's big enough to be able to have quite a lot of space to create something nice. The 40cm front to back in particular is actually quite deep. You won't find that many aquariums that giving you that much footprint, so it's great. It's a low iron glass, opti-white glass, which gives you visibly more clarity compared to with regular float glass. It's obviously open top, rimless, braceless, so it gives you this real sort of these clean lines, which I love. Suspended lighting with a bracket here, stainless steel bracket, which looks great. And it's a beautiful gloss cabinet, white gloss cabinet. So I love the whole layout. LED lighting, so I've got 6 18-watt LED lamps up there. I'm only running 3 because it's more than enough for these plants. So yes, it's a great layout. It's a great tank. This is my third Aquascape in this actual setup, and I've gone for something really low maintenance because I'm really busy. I'm going to have 4 or 5 Aquascapes on the go right now at home, so I haven't got enough time to maintain like these high energy stem plant heavy sort of aquascapes. So I've gone for a classic kind of slow growing plant selection. So we've got Java ferns, Anubias and various crypts. Hardware wise, I've already talked about the tank and cabinet and lighting. One of the things I'm using is Twin Star Nano Plus, which is the latest offering in the Twin Star range. I've used the original Twin Star for a few months, about a year or so ago. Had great results. It did prevent algae, especially green types of algae. My rocks weren't getting covered in green algae so much. The glass remained cleaner. I could get away with doing less water changes as well, if I'm honest. I was a little bit lazy sometimes, and I went 2 or 3 weeks without water change, and usually I'll punish you with an algae bloom, but with a Twin Star running I didn't get these algae blooms. So I don't know the science behind it. There's lots of conjecture, lots of speculation about how it works. I don't know how it works, but as far as I'm concerned it does work. So I'll just give you a quick demo of the Twin Star now. I'll just switch it on so you can see how it works. You see the bubbles forming from the reactor down there. It should come any second now. There we go. And that'll give you a good impression of the circulation in the tank as well. It's fairly good. I've got a Fluval G3 filter running, which is I think it gives out about 1,000 litres per hour, so I'm getting about 10 times turnover in this tank, which is pretty ideal for a planted tank in my experience. You can see most of the plants kind of swaying gently in the breeze there with the circulation, so that's ideal. I've got a CO2 pumping in, not a massive rate. The plants aren't that needy of CO2, so I've got about 1 bubble per second in there, which is probably giving me about 15, 20 parts per million CO2. I tend not to test my water these days. I know kind of what my water parameters are from the tap. I only use tap water. It's very hard. I've got a Sirius stone in there as well, which is limestone based, which will also increase the hardness. But because of the easy plants I'm using, and I'll stock hardy fish as well, so I don't really need soft water. So as you can see, the Twin Star, the bubbles, apparently they're oxygen bubbles, getting circulated really nicely around the aquarium. So back to the CO2, I've got an inline diffuser, which is actually attached to the inlet of the external filter. So the CO2 bubbles will go into the filter, then they get dissolved even more and then pumped into the aquarium. So hopefully I won't see any CO2 bubbles in there, which can look a little bit unsightly. Substrate wise, I've gone for this substrate is actually about 18 months old now. I've not replaced it. It's an inert gravel, quartz gravel, with the base layer of Tropica plant substrate, which is like a clay based loamy kind of substrate. not particularly rich in nutrients. The actual gravel is inert as well, so I have to rely quite heavily on liquid fertiliser for the actual plant. So I use Tropica specialised liquid fertiliser, and at the moment I'm dosing probably 3 squirts a day. I mean, I only set this up yesterday, so it's early days. But yeah, start off with 3 squirts a day, and might, you know, go a bit higher as the plants mature and require more nutrients. So Aquascape wise, we've got a Sirius stone, like I mentioned before. You know, I've tried to go quite heavy with the hardscape. You know, it's because the planting is quite simple. I've had to rely on the hardscape quite a lot to give you that impact. I'm not sure what type of wood this is. I kind of just collected it over the years. It's almost like Borneo driftwood, I think. Maybe it's definitely not Redmoor root. It's definitely it's not Mapani. I think it's Borneo, but honestly I can't remember where I got it from, so apologies for that. Plant wise, we've got Cryptocoryne parva in the foreground. I've also got there goes the twin star again. We've got a new Cryptocoryne in the Tropica range, Cryptocoryne albida brown, which I've never grown before, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes. Cryptocoryne willisii, a bit of Nubius nana, Marcosaurus trident, and various Cryptocorynes in the mid-ground. So I think I've got Cryptocoryne mendelsteii green, Cryptocoryne mendelsteii brown, and undulata broadleaf as well. And in the background I have, the lights have just gone off, that's embarrassing. I'm just going to turn them on right now because we are recording live. There we go. And in the background, Cryptocoryne crispulata. All Tropica plants. I love Tropica plants. I've used various brands over the years, and Tropica have been my #1 for the last, well, when I started aquascaping properly, 2005, so for 10 years I've been using Tropica. I use their 1-2 grow range as well, which are brilliant, really good value for money. And just started using Aquafleur plants as well in one of my smaller tanks, and that quality as well is brilliant. So, you know, I think in the UK we're quite lucky to have access to these great plants compared to places like the US, where, you know, apparently they're having a bit of a harder time. But with the likes of Aqua Nova, you know, with the tissue culture stuff, you know, hopefully they'll be able to get hold of some more great plants over there. So that's it for today. Just a fairly short video, just to give you a brief outline of my new Aquascape. It's going to be a slow grower, so I'll update you guys, you know, every week or so, and you can see the progress. Warts and all, you know, if I get algae issues or if I have any dramas with the plants, I'll let you know and how I deal with it. No fish yet, so open to suggestions of fish. Please comment on, you know, any ideas that you have about fish for this. Bearing in mind it's about 110 litres, so obviously we need to take that into account with fish selection. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Please subscribe if you do enjoy it. Share it with your friends on your social networks, and you know, just keep on scaping. And you know, thanks for watching. Cheers, guys.